Shalom, it's me, Sudden Skye, and you might be asking what are we doing on the title screen? Well, as you can see, if you move on to a new world, a new picture will show up on your save file. And now we are in World 2, and also as you saw on the title screen, Yoshi's flag will be seen there, so you can bask in the glory of your victory. Here, we are introduced to a new enemy type, the Koopas, or Paratroopas, or Koopa Troopas, or I don't know, Hula Hoopas. Anyway, if you jump on them, they will crawl into their little shells that they have there. And you know, you could bounce them around on the walls and wherever you want. Or you could even walk into them and kick them into a wall, and whatever. Here we have, I forget the exact name for whatever this is, but it is a dog in layman's terms. And he will play with your eggs as if they were a little ball, but if he has no eggs to play with, you can just jump on him, and whatever direction you're facing in, he will face in, and you will ride him to great distances, and he will take you over spikes, which you will not be able to jump on. And for some reason, he can fit into this little hole here. Don't ask me how, but he might be part mouse. Speaking of which, is it really true that mice or rats can fit into extremely small spaces? I mean, how small can that space be? Well, anyway, we got a key for that little adventure we took, and I left him a little egg to play with. I don't want to be too rude and take an egg away from him. By the way, where did he get that original egg from? So, I'm just taking back what's mine. I mean, jeez. You might not want to get crushed in this section. This section especially because, I don't know, you'd be an idiot for it, because they're coming down really slowly, so it gives you a chance to, you know, maneuver around them and get all these coins. Also, a thing about when you turn off your Yoshi's Island game, the lives will reset all the way back to, I think, the original amount, which is 5. And I do believe the first Super Mario World game did this too, which is a little strange, because nowadays we have new Super Mario Bros. And the Wii U's and the 2's and the, you know, and they don't do that. They always keep your life count. I have only good things to say about the new Super Mario games, despite all the hate that it gets for being a Mario Bros. 3 copy or like, oh, unoriginal. I don't like to think about it like that. I always like to think of every game as its own little thing that it likes to do, and not compare it to anything else, just for what it is. And I do like notice some ticks here or there that it likes to do, like it has like a little bubble system where if you're playing with someone else, you could and you're playing with the Wiimote, you could press the A button and turn yourself into a little Mario and it's inside of a bubble. Well, you wouldn't be little Mario, you'd be regular Mario, but you'd still be inside of a bubble. The point is, you'll be in a bubble and you'll be able to go to your friend, and your friend will be able to pop you out of it, much like Baby Mario in this game. And here we have a game called Popping Balloons, which is where you have to pop balloons by butt smashing it. Butt smashing all these balloons, and you want to find the prize faster than the bandit here. And we have 20 stars. And I like to get rid of all the balloons. I'm a little OCD like that, or ODC. Did I get it right the first time? Ah, it landed on the one flower that I did not get. But is there more than one symptom for OCD-ness? I guess you'd call it. I know it has something to do with like everything being even or everything being clean, like a neat freak. I used to be a neat freak and a germaphobe, but baseball boys. Here we have baseball boys. They're boys, I think, and they like to play baseball or egg ball or base egg. And we are introduced to a new mechanic, where you throw eggs into these little cloud things and they will shoot in any direction that they are pointing in. And a little thing that I like to do that I'm showing off here is throw an egg at one of the baseball boys that are the pitcher. I'm sort of failing in my little demonstration here, but here, I think I show it off. Boom! He pitches it right to the bat boy, and he hits it, and it gets sent off. And that was pure skill right there. And if you didn't notice, there was a little question mark cloud, another skill that I had there. There was a question mark cloud that wouldn't let me pass until I hit it with an egg, but you know, why do it myself when my enemies can do it for me? Here we have a little annoying enemy that I really have bad memories with. Not bad memories, that'd be a little weird, but you can't destroy them. You can only throw an egg at them and they will fall asleep. And they'll be everywhere in this stage. You see right there, they're only stunned. You could walk through them, but sooner or later it's gonna come back up, and I hate enemies that do that. They just scare me, sort of, like a zombie in Resident Evil. I haven't really played the Resident Evil game myself, but my oldest brother did. He played Resident Evil 0 for the GameCube, or it might be for PS2, I don't know. Was it a part of the Capcom 5 or the GameCube 5? If you don't know what the GameCube 5 is or Capcom 5, I haven't really brushed up on my knowledge of it, but Super Baby Mario. I guess this is where it's supposed to show that Mario got the cape in Super Mario Bros. World, Super Mario World. Why did they just call it Super Mario World Super Mario Bros. 4? It was the 4th game to come out for it, so it only makes sense. Oh, and I'm trying to get that little question mark cloud. I need to stop calling it question mark cloud. But I love alliteration like that. And I ran out of eggs. I tried to get some from this guy, but a little risky, gotta admit. But to get that cloud there, you have to throw it at that boy right there. And you could go off to the side and he will aim for you at all times and hit it. This is the ice watermelon, and you freeze enemies and they get destroyed when you step on them. In case you haven't noticed, this is post-commentary. I don't play this well while live, but not to flatter myself, but it was sort of another a bittersweet comment on how I can't really commentate well live. But I might be doing a live commentary soon on a first-person shooter. I feel like that'd be best. But back to Resident Evil 0, it was sort of weird because you had to switch back and forth with some girl and some boy. It was both weird and scary, which is why I'd always freak out when my brother was playing it. That and a game I think was called Manhunt, or I don't know. It was like sort of like X-Men Legends or Nicktoons Unite for you younger people, except with guns. Oh, looks like we have another Yoshi transformation! Before I forget, the Capcom 5 were 5 Capcom games that Capcom was only supposed to release for the GameCube. 5 games, including I don't know, they're like sort of, I don't know, what's it called, cell shading? I always forget, but it was like Killer 7, Beautiful Joe, and 2 other games, and Resident Evil 4. Yeah, and some of those didn't get released, so I don't really care for them. um, so yeah, and I have Beautiful Joe, but I'm gonna have to find some video game store that still sells GameCube games and hunt those games down. I wanna get all that I can get from the GameCube games library. But my oldest brother was the one who introduced all these the whole GameCube thing towards me. I mean, like by playing scary games, he was also doing something he did not intend to do, which was get me to like games. So bravo to him. Oh, and it looks like we're at the end of the stage. I didn't even get my full opinion of New Super Mario Bros. Out. Whatever. Oh, I like my chances here. Yeah, yeah, who put their bets on that I'd get the 1 flower on that hoop of flowers? Oh, still got a circle. Very, again, I have to say, very lenient system of grading. Our society would fail with a system like that one. Oh, what do Gusties taste like? Find out in the next part. See ya.